Hi. Today I want to speak about a little bit being misunderstood and not getting your message. I'm like directly touching my throat. We're gonna speak about throat chakra and like I said, this feeling that you are not being seen or heard, or that you feel that you get all the time this kind of feeling that oh I couldn't. I feel I am doing it now. Oh my gosh, this old wound is like it's coming to the surface now when I just read about it, my own experiences about it, and the fresh wounds are like just opening up, and that's why I am also having a hard times to find the right words. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing! Not because I have learned that being open and vulnerable is the new badass. Okay, but again to the subject, which is very near to my heart, and that's why I am having a difficult time to find the words, even if I've been speaking about this subject a long time and wrote about it and been teaching it. This just because it's a real life example from my own life. Um, Well, when I was reading this chapter when I went to college, so my first profession was a Waldorf school teacher, class teacher, and when I was there 4 years studying to be a Waldorf class teacher, it was quite intense times. We had very like this small group of people, and we spent like 4 years together very intensively every day together, like what 6 hours almost every day. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into details, but just very intensive years. And at that time, I was going through lots of healing with my own throat chakra, and it came across that I really could not. I could not say what I wanted to say, or every time the words did not come out right, like I'm feeling it's kind of like happening now. How silly is this? The energy is like so authentic, and it's kind of like I'm back there. And this happened like 15, 20 years ago. Anyhow, so often when I was speaking, it's like it was like so clear the thought in my head what I wanted to say, or not maybe the thought but the feeling, and I wanted to say something, and I wanted to bring out this some kind of message, some kind of knowledge and wisdom that I knew was in within me, but I just couldn't get it out. And I always started to mumble and rumble and blah blah blah, and the words, just like I said, they always got mixed up. Or if the words in itself did not got mixed up, so then the message that I was trying to, and the word here trying to, because there was really much effort, because I didn't feel it was natural for me. Always when I was trying to say how I felt that I was misunderstood. It was a really big wound. Um, And why am I sharing this with you now? Listen to me carefully. If you have been experiencing this kind of phases in your life, that you're feeling like you have so much to say, and you know you have this inner wisdom, and you know that you disagree about something, but you are having a very hard time to say it, or um, you are feeling like a little bit this lone wolf, that you disagree a lot of what the other people around you are thinking or saying, the mainstream, so to say, because I felt that a lot. Actually, that's the whole my life story. I've always been feeling like an outsider, like, oh my God, what do they think? Why do they think so? I disagree. Like, that's a sign that you are a light worker. That's a sign that you're an old soul. That's a sign that you are different. And you need to be different in order to do different things, in order to create something new. So everything that has happened for you with your throat chakra, with if you have been experiencing that kind of things that I just said, it's all meant to be. It was all meant to be. Or maybe you are experiencing it now with your colleagues, with your friends, with your loved ones, with, I don't know, with your clients. It's meant to be. So just accept it and embrace it. And it's like, and acknowledge it, that it's just clearing out your throat chakra. It's clearing out all the old shit energy. So just like be aware that it's all right. You're all good. And if some other people around you misunderstand your words, let it be, whatever. You will someday at some point, and all this kind of comes up often. And oh my God, every time I was speaking back then, and it still comes occasionally, it's like, because, the energy, like I said, it starts to clear out. So keep on speaking, keep on sharing your wisdom, even if other people around you don't have a clue what you're saying. And trust that when you're not giving up, when you just speak and speak and speak and share your knowledge, share your wisdom, it will eventually clear out. And maybe one day, like I'm doing now, maybe one day you actually love to speak. Maybe one day you actually love to create educational training programs, courses, doing lives, just using your voice, speaking, and also you gain the trust that there is a power in your words, and you gain the trust that you don't need to know what you're going to say next. One day you will also be a channel that just trusts that whatever comes through is meant to come through, even if you don't know the exact words, even if you mumble and rumble and say some silly words here and there. Like, I don't know, maybe I have mentioned, but my mother language is not English, it's Finnish. But I have always, since I was a little girl, speak and write also my diaries in English. So it's like I have this love relationship with English, but of course, because it's not my mother language, there comes mistakes. There comes awkward, silent moments that I can't get it out quite right every time, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Because if someone is judging me, and this is also so important, take it to your heart. If someone is judging you, it's always in them. It's never in you. So that takes like so much pressure away from your heart, from your shoulders. Like, oh, I can breathe. It doesn't matter if I make mistakes. It doesn't matter if people don't understand anything what I say. If you have the inner nudge, that you have something within you that wants to come out, keep on talking, keep on sharing, and know that it's all meant to be. Because like I believe that we all light workers have, at least once in our life, we have this journey of like solitude, and this journey that we just need to go within, and we are experiencing that we don't belong. I don't belong there. I don't belong there. They don't understand me. They don't understand me. I have a hard time of this and that and that. And it's necessary. I believe this. It's necessary because it's like a cocoon time for you to just really go within you and get to know you, who you are, why you are here, what is your message, how are you here to serve the world. Because if you are here watching me and listening to this still, if you haven't clicked the channel, so to say, it really is a confirmation for you that you are a light worker, that you are an old soul, you are different, and you have had all of this difficulties and all of these challenges with your voice, with your speaking skills, with everything, just to get over them, just to clear out the old energy. It's part of the process. And I was supposed to read you a little chapter here. That's why I'm carrying this book. So this is about my school times. Later, I realized that I was going through these difficult times because I needed to clear and open my throat chakra. This is the energy center around the throat, and mine had been stuck for a long time. I wasn't able to express my truth and often felt that I wasn't fully seen or heard. When I tried to communicate and share my thoughts, the words didn't come out right, which made me sad and even more uncomfortable. Flushing and the red face. I'm like, oh my God, why the words just don't come out right? And, the shaking. My self-esteem wasn't anything to brag about. And I hated to stand in front of people and talk. I got so nervous and shaky. And that's like, it seems so long time ago, but that's the truth. Every time I went in front of people, I remember the final exam in that school. It was like I was shaking and I was blushing and like really just not a little bit shaking. I felt my whole head, was shaking. And it was a nightmare for me to speak in front of the public. And it might be for you as well. And like I said, it's normal because the old energy wants to clear out from your throat and from all your other energy centers as well. And it's very likely that if you have this wound and this fear of public speaking and this fear of what other people are thinking of you and this fear of blushing and this fear of being shaky and all red in front of the camera and not getting your message in the right way, very unlikely, but very likely, that you have been a witch or in some kind of other, that kind of witchy, I don't know any other words, but you know what I mean. Some sort of witch, some sort of wise woman or man who was ahead of his time and who was also being misunderstood because she or he was speaking this kind of things. She or he had like so big so wide consciousness that what she or he tried to communicate with others, they did not understand a thing. And maybe you are going exactly the same thing right now, or you have been going it before. However, know that it's all supposed to be. You're supposed to go through that because that makes you stronger. That was all for today. Thank you for watching. And yes, of course, I forgot to say, please subscribe.